Hey, I thought I'd jump on live today. I haven't been on in a while. And so I was out of town the beginning of the week. I got back yesterday and felt guided to get on. We've got Lionsgate on Saturday, and the energies have been whoo, 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 right? All over the place, off the chart, with full moon and everything else going on. So I felt, like I said, guided to jump on and do a you and your person, whomever that is to you, however that label resonates, soulmate, twin flame, whether you're together or not. All of that is on you. You are your own best guru. And to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. The rest of you, welcome back. Mwah, hi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First and foremost, for all your support, likes, subscribes, shares, comments, personal reads, good karma donations, and the link to those are all in the description box. If you like the video, make sure to click like, share thoughts. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, click the bell, all that good shit that I'm supposed to say, but most of the time I forget to say. Anyways, I hope you're all having a fantastic week. We're going to do a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and as I said earlier, take it as it resonates for you. We will look at you, your person, and the connective energy as well. So I think that's about it for news. It's a lot, I feel a lot of truth. This Lionsgate, it almost feels like the opening, stepping into newness, but I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it feels like we're entering almost like the next level or the next phase. So let's see, let's get into you and your person. I'm going to ask Spirit to bring forth clear, concise messages for the highest good of all, and look at the overall energy, current overall energy of the connection. What is the current overall energy of the connection, please? Current overall energy of the connection. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, on the bottom, I love this, Goddess of the Moon, tapping into your intuition. Maybe there are things during this full moon energies that are still in the house that are being revealed, or you've done maybe some moon rituals, releasing. You're really tapped into that divine feminine energy and your intuition. Really cool. There's a shift there too. And this Lionsgate is about big spiritual shifts, big awakenings. So I feel that underlying these current energies are some shifts within the divine feminine energy, but I'm getting it for both in terms of being more tapped into emotions, intuition, possibly, like I said, with this full moon in Aquarius, really leading to a lot of truth, something being revealed. There's energetic shifting in the connection under the surface is really what I'm picking up. And then currently, as we go into the weekend, we have anxiety and adjacent possibilities. So again, that intuitive underlying, it's like that intuitive knowing is underlying, that doors are opening, right, within this connection. And to me, this is just really being open to kind of how that all plays out, whether you're in separation and how this person appears, whether maybe you've never even met them and how they show up. You could, for some of you, not know like face to face in the physical, but at a soul level, fifth dimensional level, who this person is, and just being open to how they appear. And because of that kind of inner knowing, there's kind of this anxious, it feels a little more restless energy coming through. It could also be too, I'm getting a little bit in the connection for those in separation. Whomever is reaching out is just, I'm getting a little bit of that anxiety, a sense of anxiety, nervousness, maybe in how to open the door, when to open up. So that's more for those of you who are in separation, not communicating. For those of you who know your person, and you're together, this is just a little bit of a shift. There's something shifting within the connection, and that's for everybody. But again, depending on where you are, who you are, your person, a few messages coming through. So let's get an overall theme this weekend with Lionsgate coming in on Saturday. Theme message for the weekend. You, your person, twin mate, soul flame, connections. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to let that one stay. Let's see, by the book. So some family things. This is about conformity, following family values, family traditions, and there possibly could be, again, possibly within the connection, maybe this is an underlying issue in the connection. And Aquarius, this full moon in Aquarius is very much all about rebellion. And I talked about it on IGTV on the full moon reading I did for the collective, but this is about kind of following the rules. And I feel like underneath it, and then with this tribe coming out, there could have been some underlying differences in terms of what family is, if that makes sense. What maybe breaking free of some of that conformity, some of the programs around what partnership, marriage, family, all of it kind of looks like. And again, this came out as an overall message, the tribe. So to me, this is children could be involved in this situation, could be a message from spirit of for the weekend, stay focused on those you love. Again, more of a message for those in separation, focusing on family, on soul family, abundance. I love that with the 8 there. Then we get serendipity, signs. You are seeing signs everywhere. So watch those signs that are kind of, guiding you, following that intuition again. And then truth be told. So what I say, some kind of truth coming out. And I feel like, again, it could be, and this might be for just a small group of you, it feels like a little bit of within the connection, there's been, within the connection, possible issues may be around family, around those programs of, again, what I said, what marriage looks like, what partnership looks like. Could for some have children involved in the connection to Leo gate karma, absolutely coming around. And you are absolutely right. And I feel that some of that too is, again, that full moon and Aquarius energy too, of challenging our belief systems, breaking out of limiting beliefs, feeling a little more rebellious and doing things out of the box, which lines up with acting in integrity, right? And that's what helps us work through and clear karma. So thank you, Kasia, for saying that. Awesome. All right. So this is kind of what's going on overall over the weekend within the connective energies and just messages from spirit in terms of your connection with your person. I really do see those of you, I'm not even getting, it doesn't matter whether you're with each other or in separation. I'm getting communication coming through. And whatever those underlying issues are, they're coming to the surface. And possibly your person, you're seeing signs of this. And again, going back to that goddess of the moon, you're really tapped in. You're seeing the signs of this. You kind of know it's coming. And that's that anxiety energy coming through. So let's look at your energies and your person's. Okay, we're going to start with you and your overall energy going into the weekend. Ooh, I love it. Hey, Spirit. Past energy. It's a recent past energy for you. Your recent past energy. Recent past energy. Thank you. Present energy, current energy. Present energy. Thank you. Incoming energy after the weekend as Lionsgate. We move through Lionsgate. What's the incoming energy for you? Incoming energy. Thank you. Okay. Ace of Swords. So there's that clarity, that truth be told, right? There's that spirit saying, don't worry about the doors opening or how and the when and the whys, all that kind of stuff, right? Focus on the tribe. Focus on the things that light you up and bring you joy, because clarity is coming in. And that Ace of Swords is awesome because you have an Ace of Cups too as your overall energy going into the weekend. So this is feeling good. Again, I get a sense of, for many of you, you know that there's a renewal or an offer coming in, and that's that little bit of anxious energy. But this is more about, again, you being fulfilled. You doing your thing, you're focused on you, your self-love, your emotional fulfillment. It can be an offer coming in, but in this deck, this is the Light Seers Tarot. This is more about self, right? And it's the same kind of thing with the Ace of Swords is, look at that. It's almost like head and heart this weekend for you are really in alignment. You're really tuned in and tapped in. And again, that anxiety for you comes through is just a little bit of how's it going to happen? It's more like excited energy, of what's coming, than like bite your nails, stressed out, anxiety energy. Okay. In your recent past, we get the 10 of Swords. So there's been an end of a cycle that was really painful. I'm not necessarily getting it has to do with the connection. It, again, for me, with these aces and this even being a 1, it feels more within you. There were things, right, from the past. It could be this connection, but more than that, childhood, whatever, y'all know, right? That just needed that kind of shadow work I'm getting. And you did that, and you've gone through kind of this cycle of pain and suffering and worry and being in the headspace too much, where we're seeing more of this balance with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. In your current energy, the Knight of Wands, Leo season, you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or your person could be, but it doesn't have to be. But this is more about movement. You're ready to move. You're ready to dance. You're ready to, feels like this, right? Once this is gone, this ending, this pain, those swords in the back in traditional tarot, you're lighter. That's what I'm feeling is going into the weekend with that serendipity and that tribe too. You're feeling, and those aces, you're feeling good. You're feeling lighter. You've released some of that, you've released the heavy shit. Maybe you had to let another relationship go. Maybe you had to work through whatever happened in this connection from the past in order not to bring it into the present. If this is a situation that is in separation, and then incoming energy, we get the Queen of Swords. So you or your person could be air sign, Gemini, your avatar, your vehicle is pretty irrelevant when I read anyways, at least for the collective, right? But this is more about truth again, communication, that full moon in Aquarius, Lionsgate, karma coming back around. A lot of truths coming out in order for clarity, in order to know where to kind of drive this energy of passion and excitement in that Knight of Wands. It's like, hey, Mark. It feels like the incoming energy, there's communication, there's some kind of truth that maybe near the end of the weekend or beginning of next week, you're finding yourself kind of in this pondering, taking a step back, emotionally detaching a little bit. I love on this card how the cups or the emotion, the bowl of water is down here. She's kind of set the emotion to the side to be in this place of logic, right? And I'm saying she, but again, y'all know, take it as it resonates. It just so happens that this whole side, all the cards are feminine figures on the cards, and this deck has both. So that's probably why she's coming out as I look at them. But I'm getting something with possibly this Knight of Wands this weekend, again, with Lionsgate, right? And look at this, I'm being kind of called back with these gates, right? These pillars of fire. There could be something coming in fast this weekend that makes you need to kind of take a step back and not almost get carried away with the emotions. Pretty interesting. So let's look at your person. Let's look at your person and their overall energy going into the weekend. Overall energy. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Recent past energy. Recent past energy. Recent past energy for your person. Recent past energy. Recent past energy for your person, please. Thank you. Okay. Present energy. Present energy for the weekend. Present energy. Present energy. Hold on, y'all. Present energy, please. Thank you. There's that Ace of Swords showing up in their present energy. Pretty interesting. And then incoming energy. It's incoming through this Lion's Gate. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Well, you can't make this shit up. Underlying on your person is the Two of Cups. I see it coming together. It's under there. And again, I think that's that underlying, that's that anxiety, but then that underlying knowing that came up in the overall energy, right? With the goddess of the moon. And, I'm about to show you what else is coming out, but we've got this Two of Cups is your person's underlying energy. And I'm getting they are in this place of a new beginning, wanting a new beginning. And again, whether that's in separation or not, that's on you guys. So take it as it resonates for you. But what we have in the recent past, you could be dealing with a water sign. You got the King of Cups. It doesn't have to be. You could be a water sign. Again, a lot of times, right, the energy can kind of flip-flop and go back and forth. So whether or not it's you or your person's a water sign is, again, all up to you. For me, in the recent past, this King of Cups energy is more of being in that King of Cups energy, tapping into the emotions. Your person in the recent past, and I like how they're in this state, right? And hand in the bowl and that lower body, the root chakra, grounded and in that water cleansing is what I'm getting. Like your person either I feel like went through an awakening, or, some kind of, absolutely an awakening, some kind of leveling up consciously or in perspective that comes more from the emotional body. I'm getting they're more tapped in. They worked or they were forced to in the recent past really start looking at the feeling. Their overall energy, which I forgot to do, is the Fool, is can't get better, right? They're in this mood to take a leap of faith. And look at both of these energies, right? These are beautiful. A leap of faith, an offer, both feeling good with that Fool and Ace of Cups. There could be a little bit of your person, maybe, I'm hearing foolish. So maybe there was some foolish behavior in the past that, because they're showing me both of these in the recent past, the King of Cups and the Fool. So maybe there's just, and that water again coming through, it's reflecting on the past. So maybe, there's just been with your person a lot of reflecting on the past where they've kind of felt like they fucked up or acted a fool because they weren't really relying on the heart space or the emotions. There's something there in the recent past with your person is a growth, right? More than anything with that King of Cups, there is an emotional growth. Again, this sense of both of you really being aligned in the head and the heart, like almost on the same page. Their current energy going into the weekend is the Ace of Swords that showed up in your underneath energy. So there's some mirroring there going on and some clarity, some thinking. I think that goes again, it goes back to this truth be told. There is some kind of, remember I said, it's like they're thinking about with this anxiety and adjacent possibilities as the overall energy. I said, someone's thinking about how to open that door and they're anxious about it. There's this new beginning, this communication. Again, whether it's you or your person, one of you is really in this spot and both of you are in this spot of, like I said, wanting to move forward, wanting to communicate, and almost like you both know it's time. And then in their incoming energy, we get the Three of Cups. So celebrations, reunions, marriages, again, with that Two of Cups on the bottom, it's a coming together. It's a reason to celebrate. And I love this Big Dipper on this card, how they're all looking up at the stars. It's almost like in that place of dreams coming true. And we're going to go through and I'll clarify these. And that will be it for today. I'm keeping it short and sweet. Let me kind of look one more time over this if there's anything else coming through. I haven't been on for a while, but if you've watched past readings and the way this kind of has played out, it's been very much readings of two people doing their own damn thing. And again, feels more of my collective are twin flames, soulmates that are in separation right now. And what I'm seeing this week for the first time and feeling is more of this coming into, like I said, being on the same page. We talked about, Kaja brought out Leo Gate, Lion's Gate, and talked about that full moon in Aquarius really breaking through conformity, right? Limiting beliefs, programs around partnerships, marriage, home, family. We're all being challenged to really relook at those and what works, what doesn't, what we value, acting in integrity. And there's this sense with Aquarius that's very indigo and Syrian energy of telling the truth, like just getting down to it. And there's that truth be told and that Ace of Swords and that Queen of Swords coming through, right? And there's emotion, though. We can see the wands and the cups all over the place, too. So again, there's this balance, not a lot in the pentacles, but a lot going on in terms of fire, water, and air right now, at least what cards have spirits brought out for the messages today. So let's look at this Ace of Cups as your overall energy going into the weekend. What else can you tell us about this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups and your overall energy. Thank you. Okay. Fool. What can you tell us about the Fool in your person's overall energy? The Fool. Holy shit. I seriously can't make it up. I can't. All right. Now, Hermit comes out. You could be a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. At the very beginning, when I pulled this, I said, this is you doing you, feeling really good. And that's that Hermit card too. And it being a 9 is you are in this really great space. You're being reflective in that sense of the Hermit. You know, you're kind of following the guiding light with that serendipity. I get a little bit of Spirit saying too, you know, make sure to stay in that bubble with that anxiety coming up in an overall energy. And that could just be you picking up on collective energy that is all fucking over the place, right? But this just to me confirms this Ace of Cups and what I originally said of putting yourself first, fulfilling yourself. You've done that work, the internal work, the soul work, the shadow work. And then your person gets with the Fool, clarifying the Fool, the Lovers. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, but this is taking a leap in love, isn't it? I mean, you can't, this is where your person is at, is really, really in this place of ready to take a leap in love, make an offer, kind of thing. The Five of Cups just showed itself. Maybe there's an apology, something like that going on. Let's look at the recent past. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Cups. Maybe you had to walk away from this person, from your person, from the connection, and it hurt. With this being the Ten of Swords in the recent past, or maybe you had to cut them off, or there were other things that you had to walk away from in order to kind of free yourself, to make space for this person or for this connection, right? We have to clear out that old energy for new energy to come in. Look at that sun on the bottom. I just get this sense of you really made this commitment to self with this Eight of Cups. You did this work with the Hermit and you walked away from anything that hurt you. Anything that didn't feel like this, anything that felt like this, whether that was your person or another relationship, or not even just love relationships, family relationships, walking away from trauma bonds, codependency, you know, all of the stuff, right? I just get this big sense of you doing the work. And really that's where you've been in the past. And now going into this weekend, remember I said Lionsgate, this Lionsgate feels like walking into something new, like the next step, the next phase. And so you're on this precipice, and I feel like that's this Knight of Wands energy. You're in, like, kind of like you're raring to go, you know, and you're ready. You're feeling lighter, excited again, really embracing that Leo energy. Let's look at your Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, please, in the current energies. Knight of Wands in the present. Okay, we got the Chariot on the bottom. Moving forward, right? Movement forward. We get the Four of Swords. Maybe that's that anxiety you're going to feel over the weekend of wanting to go, but almost like Spirit saying, stay in that hermit mode, relax, relax, relax. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean, because that's what I'm getting. These cards are such opposite energies, right? It could be just a little bit of being in this place of letting your mind be still and just moving, you know, trusting, following that heart, following that energy versus being in the head. I'm almost getting that for some of you of a time out in the head space and let's just party kind of thing. And, you know, I don't mean like, let's drink a bunch of booze and take a bunch of drugs and party. More just like, that energy of dancing, and you could be drumming. I play the ukulele. You could be working with animals, with the horses there. There's just this energy of letting your mind take a rest, not really being aware and working on, not overthinking how this all plays out kind of thing. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords and the incoming energy. What can you tell us about the Queen of Swords in this incoming energy? Thank you. Well, damn. Completion, celebration, the world. You're feeling on top of the world. And look how she's sitting on something too, right? And kind of gazing out at the world, looking over everything. There's this completion incoming, a sense of completion cycles with that 10 of Swords in the recent past. Again, that mention of karma, right, with Lionsgate, of things have come back around. So it could be, again, I'm going back to this 8 of Cups. Maybe a person walked away from you and now there's that karma of coming back around or something like that. And underneath was, I looked at it and now I can't tell you what it was. Hot damn. Woo! It's all wrapped up in this World card. This one's big. It's a big completion, right? With the world. I always kind of think of like the Wheel of Fortune at the 10 is kind of in the middle, right, of the tarot. And that's where the wheel turns. And then we move into a balanced state with justice and then timeouts and blah, 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 right? We get to that 21 of the world, 20 at the judgment. We have made final decisions, like Judgment Day. And that's what moves us forward. It's what completes these cycles and starts these new beginnings. And that kind of seems like a theme with this Lionsgate is walking into new beginnings. So let's check out your person and look at the King of Cups in the recent past. King of Cups. What can you tell us about the King of Cups in the recent past? Thank you. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, a timeout. Again, remember I said like an awakening, something like that. The 7 of Pentacles coming with the King of Cups is maybe your person was more focused just in the physical world on, the pentacles, on work, on manifesting, on whatever, tending to things in the physical world where we can see with that King of Cups kind of being brought into the emotional body. This also could be, this is a card of patience, of growth. So remember I said emotional growth. It's almost like it's the growing period where things aren't really moving, right? So in the recent past, it may seem like there's been no movement. There's been no communication, possibly, I think for quite a few in the collective I channel for, but this is like the timeout. In the recent past, there's been a timeout, and that timeout has been for growth, for you to cut cords and walk away from things, and for your person to really grow emotionally. And I'm getting spiritually over here. They're bringing me back to the Fool and the Lovers, where now we kind of know with that Lovers, you're my person kind of thing. Let's look at the Ace of Swords in their current energy. Ace of Swords in the current energies. Whoa. Okay, well, we're definitely dealing with water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it could be, it doesn't have to be the sun sign either, you guys. It could, someone who has a lot of water in their chart, Moon, Rising, Venus. Y'all know if you're on the Ascension Highway that our placements in our birth chart, there's a lot more going on than just the sun sign, but the King of Cups came back out. So we've got the King of Cups coming out twice. really overall, whether it's a water sign or not isn't the point. What, again, it is this growth of emotional maturity. Four of Wands on the bottom. Remember I said at the beginning, there was this sense of like very traditional views on family, on marriage, on that kind of stuff coming through. And it's almost like what I'm getting is, again, this sense of emotional growth, this sense of getting head and heart on the same page, with it being the King of Cups with the Ace of Swords, right? This is communication of emotions. This is clear thinking, clear communication. To me, this is body, mind, and body and spirit all working together. I do, and I don't do this very often, want to pull one more with this King of Cups spirit. What else can you tell us with this King of Cups coming out twice? Okay. Definitely water, a lot of water. But you know what just happens tomorrow? Now, what? Thank you guys. Tomorrow, Venus moves in Cancer. Ba-ba-bing. So there we go. And the moon represents Pisces, but to me, it can represent Cancer as well, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. But this again is under the surface, illusions, illumination. Your person really has been through an awakening. That's that Seven of Pentacles again, of a time out, of really reflecting. And I'm seeing him like staring at the pentacles, right? And I said it earlier, then the moon and all the water. There's been a lot of reflecting with your person, little bit of going beneath the surface, tapping into those emotions, and in order to be in this very clear thinking place, right? This place too of wanting to take a leap. It could be this full moon, this past full moon really brought up a lot of stuff, but we do have Venus moving into Cancer, I believe today, tomorrow, right? It was right in front of Lionsgate. I talked a little bit about it last week and on the IG reading, the full moon reading, but it is, with Venus being out of retrograde and moving into Cancer, there's a ton of emotion, right? And love, and it brings a lot of emotion up. And so it makes sense that this reading for the weekend is very much aligned to the cosmic energies and what's been going on. So let's look at this incoming energy with the Three of Cups with your person. What can you tell us about this Three of Cups? The moon, to me too, with that Ace of Swords, is that communication again of things under the surface. It goes back to this truth be told, and that in this situation, the way I'm reading the cards, your person with this anxiety and adjacent possibilities, their part of these energies is what I said. It's this not sure how to approach, nervous about how to open that door, how to open communication, because of the past, because maybe there were some things with the truth that were hidden, or someone was deceitful, something like that. And I hate to say it, but shit happens, right? There's just this message, I'm getting of, in kind of a storyline of things not really being revealed or told in a very honest way in the past. And that's kind of the struggle of, how do I come at them? I hope that makes sense. Anyways, let's go down to this Three of Cups. Three of Cups, please. This incoming energy. What else can you tell us about the Three of Cups? Well, good God. Queen of Cups on the bottom. Again, water signs, but Wheel of Fortune underneath. So, and the Ten of Cups to clarify. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups on the bottom. Whoever this is really resonating for, y'all about to get married. There could be a marriage proposal coming in. It might not be a marriage proposal in the traditional sense, but definitely a deepening of this connection, an offer being made, communication, a sense of getting it all out on the table kind of thing for that fresh start with that Ace of Cups and that Fool as these overall energies. So super, super cool what I'm seeing. I hope it resonates and helps. If it does, I am doing personal reads, so hit me up. And I think that's about it. Really amazing. What can I say? What can I say? I will leave it there. Thank you as always so much for everything. Likes, shares, comments, subscribes, donations. Mwah. Y'all know I fucking love you guys, and I'm just sending you shit tons of love and light and gratitude. And I hope you have a bomb-ass Lionsgate weekend, y'all. Bye.